Hello guys, and welcome back. Today's video is going to be about draping a basic bodice with two darts, a side and waist dart. Starting with the center back, the first measurement you want to take is from the top edge of the neck plate to the waist. With your tape measure, measure from the top edge of the neck plate to the neck point, then to waist, and add 3 to 5 inches to that measurement. I usually add 3 inches. Be mindful of the neck plate to neck point measurement because that measurement ensures that you have enough fabric to drape the neck outline. Next, measure from your neck point to waist and divide that measurement by 4. Whatever you get will be your shoulder blade placement. I have a pin permanently in place to indicate that point. Measure from shoulder blade point to arm plate at side seam level, then add 3 to 5 inches. Again, I added 3 inches. Next measurement will be from edge of neck plate to neck point to waist. Center front length measurement. Measure from the top edge of the neck plate to the neck point, then to waist. Add 3 to 5 inches. Again, I added 3 inches. Be mindful of the neck plate to neck point measurement. This measurement ensures that you have enough fabric to drape your neck outline. Center front width measurement. Measure from the side seam to center front across the apex. Add 3 to 5 inches. I added 3 inches. My apex is indicated by a red threading. The apex is the fullest part of the bust. I've cut out the center back and center front pieces based on the measurement I got from measuring the dress form. I have one piece for the back and one piece for the front. Preparing the center front muslin. Using your straight ruler, draw a 1-inch line along the lengthwise edge of the muslin. Indicate your neck point and fold fabric under. Preparing the center back muslin piece. Using your straight ruler, draw a 1-inch line along the lengthwise edge of the muslin. Fold and smoothen out the muslin. Mark your points. The neck point was 3.5 inches and the shoulder blade point was 4 1/8 from the neck point. Extend the points out by 1/2 inch. I placed the center back and center piece side by side to show you how they compare. You could see that the center front neck point is a bit longer than the center back neck point. Continue on and draw a line across the muslin that indicates your shoulder blade. Label that line shoulder blade level. The center front muslin was not laying flat enough, so I used a very low heat iron to straighten out the muslin. Draping the center back. Pin your muslin onto the dress form at neck point, shoulder blade point, and waist. Continue on and pin 1 inch apart all the way to the waist to firmly secure the muslin along the center back line. Smooth the fabric along the neck and pin muslin in place at neck at shoulder. A tension is going to form along the neckline seam. To ease the tension, cut out the edge of the muslin, then snip about 1 inch apart along the neckline until fabric lays flat around the neckline. Snip the fabric up to the neckline seam but not beyond. Once the neck is laying flat against the dress form, next, smooth the fabric towards the shoulder tip. At the intersection where the shoulder meets the princess line, mark that point with a cross mark or L mark. Crease the fabric at the cross mark and fold about 1/2 inch and pin the dart towards the shoulder tip. Or measure out 1/2 inch from the cross mark, crease fabric at cross mark, then fold and pin dart towards the shoulder tip. Smooth fabric towards shoulder ridge and pin at the tip. Smooth fabric towards side seam and pin at the bottom of the arm plate. Waist dart. Smooth fabric from center back to the princess line and cross mark. Measure about 1 inch to 1.5 inches from princess line cross mark and mark your point. I measured out 1.25 inches. Crease fabric at princess line cross mark, then fold fabric over to the 1 1/4 point and pin. Continue to create your dart up to a vanishing point, making sure that all the excess of the dart faces the center back. Repin your waist at side seam, bottom of arm plate, and then pin your side seam in place. Cut out the excess fabric at waist and snip 1 inch apart to ease the fabric tension. Repin if necessary. Draping center front. Pin your muslin onto the dress form at neck point and waist. Make sure your fabric is loose and laying lightly over the bust tape around the bust area. Pull the fabric straight to the side parallel to the floor and pin. Cross mark your apex point. Take the fabric off the dress form and extend the cross mark with a horizontal line. Repin the fabric back onto the dress form and pin your apex. Pin your muslin at the side, making sure it's parallel to the floor. The horizontal line will serve as a guide to ensure your muslin is straight and parallel to the floor. Smooth the fabric along the neck and pin muslin in place at neck at shoulder. A tension is going to form along the neckline seam. To ease the tension, cut out the edge of the muslin, then snip about 1 inch apart along the neckline until fabric lays flat around the neckline. Snip the fabric up to the neckline seam, but not beyond. Smooth fabric over to shoulder ridge and pin at the tip. Creating the waist dart. First pin fabric at waist, then smooth fabric from center front towards the princess line and cross mark. Crease fabric at princess line cross mark and fold under and over to the side seam. Snip fabric at waist to ease the tension. I continue to repin dart, snip fabric, and repin waist and side seam until I was satisfied with the way the fabric was laying against the dress form. Side dart. Remove the pin at the side, then crease fabric at the horizontal line and fold and pin all the excess upward. Mark your points and seam line. Mark the neckline, neck and shoulder, shoulder tip, shoulder ridge by drawing a line from the arm plate screw to the shoulder and mark. Mark the bottom of the arm plate, side seam, and waist. Mark the vanishing points of the waist and side dart.